Munchkins from Wayfaring Panda. Today I'm participating in a YouTube hop called Shop Each Other's Stash. And what we did is we were partnered with someone and we each mailed each other stuff from each other's stash. So I got something from Sin at Stampin' Munchkins, and she's in Hawaii. So now I'm going to open up and see what I got, and then the challenge is to make a card with whatever they sent us. And I have no idea what she sent. I'm really excited because I love watching Sin's video. She's very creative. And she's really fun to watch. She has a really nice voice and she's always friendly. And of course here in the winter time, it's always nice hearing her say, aloha. And hearing from someone that's actually somewhere where it's not cold. So these are some Gnome stamps. And I'm not sure what TN stands for, so I'm not sure which brand this is. Let's see, we've got some lime green washi tape and some vines, which I guess we could incorporate with the garden because the gnomes are in the garden. And then I got some Distress ink, Rustic Wilderness, and I really like using the rustic or the Distress inks. Here's the card she sent. I did see this video. This was on a YouTube hop that she did, so I have to find it, and I can link the video to at the end of my video so you can see how she made this. It's a window box card. Oh, okay, so it's pattern paper. I know this is from Lawn Fawn. I got a sample of this from them. I don't have this pad, and I forget which. It's like they're colorful rainbows. Well, it looks like it's all maybe Lawn Fawn. And some pink. I really like this. I do have this type of paper. Some blue and green. I'm thinking all this kind of color coordinates. And then this. And then of course you could do blue. Really like that together. That could go. I'm not sure I really like the pink with that. I've never colored a gnome before. I know they're good for, supposedly for gardens. So let's see what the saying says. You know me so well. Happy. Hello, Gnome. B. This says Photoplay. So I'm thinking this must be from Photoplay then. And the TN is the name of the stamp set. Oh, okay. So they're called Tulla and Norbert. Norbert? I guess that's the name of the gnomes. Okay, so I'm thinking this is obviously going to be a springtime card. Maybe it'll make us feel like we're in Hawaii. At least the snow all melted. Okay, I'm going to have to think of how I'm going to get this and get my supplies together. And then we'll be doing a card. First of all, I cut out a circle with Lawn Fawn Fancy Scalloped Circle Stackables out of Bristol Smooth Cardstock. And I'm going to use the Distress ink to go around the edge of the circle. I'm doing the same with a rectangle that I cut out to put the sentiment. I'm using Lawn Fawn Jet Black ink to stamp the sentiment, Hello Gnome. I decided to use the yellow pattern paper with one of the green pattern papers, and I cut those down to 2 rectangles to put on the front of the card. I cut some plain cardstock to an A2 size card, which is 5.5 by 4 1/4, and I'm adhering the pattern paper to it with Nuvo glue. Next, I'm adhering the washi tape in between the 2 panels of pattern paper. When I used pattern paper with washi tape before, I noticed that since the washi tape is usually transparent, you can see the paper through it, so that's why I left a gap between the 2 pattern papers. I had trouble removing the washi tape from the roll, so prior to the video, I did use some scissors to cut part of it so I can tear part of it straight off. And I think it tore because I must have cut through 2 layers. I decided it didn't matter if the washi tape was long enough because I'm going to put a circle over the middle of it anyway. I'm using my Nuvo glue again to adhere the circle and the sentiment to the front of the card. And if you wanted just to do this as the card, you could. And I'm going to color the gnome with Copic colors. So instead of using Bristol Smooth paper for the circle, you could have used Copic friendly paper for the circle and then stamped your gnome on this and done just this one layer. Since I'm doing a window card, I cut out middle of my circle using a circle die, and I had to cut out from the top and from underneath to get it to go through all the layers. I'm using Neenah Solar 80-pound weight paper since I'm going to be using Copic markers, and I drew a circle with a pencil using my circle I cut out as a guide so I know where to stamp my image. Since this was the first time I used this stamp, I did stamp it over on some Post-it paper to make sure that it was stamping correctly. And I'm using Lawn Fawn Jet Black ink since I'm going to be using Copic markers. I just use an eraser to erase the pencil marks, and then I color with Copic markers, but I left that out of the video so the video won't be so long. Since I wanted to do a window card, I needed some foam tape, but I didn't have any, so I'm using this double-sided tape from Elizabeth Craft Designs and putting it on a piece of foam that I have, and I'll cut that into strips to use as foam tape. Next, I used my Nuvo glue to adhere the vine to the front of the card. I was thinking about having it just kind of hanging, but I didn't think it would stay in place very well. So instead, I glued down most of the leaves with the glue. Another idea would have been to make a shadow box card, and then you could have the vines hanging down from the top. This card is part of a hop, so I'll have the next person on the hop in the list below, and I'll also have the link to Cin's videos at the end of this video. You can show everyone support by watching their videos, and it helps if you watch the entire video, like, and subscribe to any channels that you don't belong to. This helps everyone to move up in the YouTube algorithm so more people can find our channels and watch our videos. And also please give us a like if you liked what you see. I know you'll see a lot of creative ideas because there's a lot of talented people on this hop, and a lot of people have a lot of creativity. And I'm anxious to see what Cin did with the things that I sent her. I decided the card needed a little bling, so I'm using these green, they kind of look like sequins, but they have a larger hole in the middle of them. And I'm using my jewel picker and my Glossy Accents to adhere them. I want to thank you for watching. I'll list all the products that I use below, and some of them will be affiliate links. It helps if you use these links if you're planning on buying any of the products, because we get a portion of the sales that it generates, but it doesn't cost you any extra.